No, sex is family friendly, depending on how you use it.
Yeah, you
Like,
use it like gender.
yeah, like your mother and I had sex last night. You should have heard your mother screaming while her and I had sex last night, son. Like, that's family friendly
I don't know, man.
because you're being friendly with your son about the sex you had with your wife.
Hmm.
Yeah, let's start the show.
All right.
Thank you for tuning in to the Royds Review podcast. This week, Rob and Andy have watched and written songs about Thor, the Dark World. Can you remember anything about this movie? Find out next on the Royds Review podcast.
Hello, and welcome to the Royds Review podcast. I'm Rob.
And I'm Andy.
And we are the Royds, here to talk about Thor, the Dark World from 2013. Andy, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm feeling good. I didn't remember a thing about this movie. I had seen it before. Couldn't remember a thing.
I had not seen this movie before, and the next day I couldn't really remember what happened. Glad I wrote it down.
Well, yeah, that's a good idea to write these down when we do podcasts on them afterwards.
You know, I will say off the bat, I don't really know why this movie gets as much hate as it does. It's not great, but it's not like awful.
Well, to give you a reason why, you didn't remember anything about it the day after you watched it. Is that fair?
Yeah, but like,
is there any other Marvel movie you can remember that with where you remember nothing?
Thor.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, and kind of the first Captain America.
There's plenty to remember with the first Captain America.
Yeah, but they only because they bring it up in the second one.
I guess.
And the second one's hot fire.
Yeah, the Winter Soldier is good shit,
yeah,
as they say. So Thor: The Dark World comes out 2013. Thor 2, more Thor. Directed by Alan Taylor. I would have just guessed Kenny Braggs again, but no. Alan Taylor was the director of Thor: The Dark World. I also, for the longest time, thought this was just called Thor 2: The Dark World, not just Thor: The Dark World.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only ones in the MCU with numbers is Iron Man and Guardians.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Now that, when you say that, I really can't think of anything else from the MCU that has the actual number in its name.
Right. As a comic book fan, I didn't get into the MCU until I watched a lot of them, but I didn't go to the theaters opening day until Infinity War. Everything after that, I'm going opening day.
See, I think I started a little before that because I started going probably around Doctor Strange is when I was like, this is really good. That's when I really got into it. Probably around the same time everyone else got into it. Because I'm a sheep.
No.
A shoop? A singular shoop?
That can't be right.
Yeah. Sheep is the plural. It's actually a shoop.
Every day's a school day.
Yeah, every day is a school day when you're learning about shoop. Shoop also sounds like a plural when you just keep saying it.
Hey, shoop, there it is.
Nice.
Thanks.
2013, we had some other movies come out in 2013 where we have Oblivion, never even heard of it. Man of Steel.
Tom Cruise, right?
I have no idea.
I've never seen it.
Looks like Tom Cruise in the picture here. I just said I'd never seen it, and you immediately went, oh, that's Tom. I have no fucking clue. Way to put me on the spot.
Relax.
No, we're not going to relax. We're fighting now.
Okay.
There's a movie called Hours with Paul Walker. Real quick, thank you so much for listening. If you want to send us some feedback, send us an email at roydsrevue@gmail.com. That's ROYDSREVUE@gmail.com.
You could also find our music on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your music, by searching The Royds. That's ROYDS. We have 2 albums and a Christmas song. Hope you like it.
I never heard of it either. Oz the Great and Powerful. This was not a good year for movies. Oh, movie 43.
A classic.
Yeah. Man of Steel.
Oh, I saw that.
Don't they show a baby penis in that?
I don't know.
I've never
I
seen
only-
it, to be honest.
Last time I saw it was in theaters.
This
We
is
should
the
do
end.
that one.
We should do Man of Steel
Yeah.
one day. This is the end. Came out 2013. Pacific Rim, R.I.P.D. Pacific Rim was good. I like
Pacific Rim was
kaiju
good.
movies.
Yeah, I liked This Is the End as well.
So did I. That was funny.
Yeah.
I never saw the sequel to Pacific Rim.
Neither did I.
Oh, Iron Man 3 also came out in 2013.
Oh, look at that.
And The Wolverine.
Oh, I remember seeing that in theaters.
I did not see that in theaters. I didn't see that until a couple of years ago.
It's all right.
That was a pandemic binge watch. There's a subject on Google or a subgenre on Google in 2013 movies. So they have like 2013 fantasy movies, 2013 love movies, and then they have 2013 movies about terrorism.
That's awfully specific.
And they have Star Trek Into Darkness on it.
Okay.
Oh, the
really-
Marine 3 Homefront.
Oh, a classic.
I saw the first Marine in theaters.
Which one?
With John Cena.
John Cena.
Yeah. I didn't think it was nearly as bad as it should have been.
Pretty
There's a-
lame movie year.
Yeah, that is a barren wasteland for movies.
Dang.
Eesh. You want to get into our synopsis?
Sure.
All right, you're doing our synopsis of Thor: The Dark World. I almost just called it Thor 2: The Dark World again.
I mean, that's fair. That's fine.
No, it's
It
not
is-
fair. It's not okay.
Okay.
All right. These are mistakes that need to be corrected.
Robbie's for cereal.
So, Thor: The Dark World. Before we get started, if you have any feedback for us or want to get in touch with us, please send us an email at roydsrevue@gmail.com. That's ROYDSREVUE@gmail.com. All right. So, Andy, it's your turn for Thor: The Dark World. You ready?
Sure is.
Let's get into our synopsis.
All right, so Thor: The Dark World. All right, it opens. Your boy Odin is telling you that dark elves were born from darkness, and they want the ultimate destructive force, the ether. Malekith abandons his army to save his own ass because he's the top poppy with the dark elves, and
He
he's
fucks
losing.
off.
Yeah, he's like, I'll see you later. And then Odin's dad, Thor, kind of like this movie, Thor buried the ether where no one would find it, deep within his anus. Loki is brought to Odin after the events of the Avengers. His dad sentences him to life in prison. Thor will be king. Meanwhile, on Vanaheim, Thor murders a big rock man.
The Vanaheim Angels. That's their baseball team.
Nice. Now the 9 realms are at peace. Or are they? Anyway, on Earth, Natty Ports is on a date with a guy from the IT crowd. Darcy crashes it with science. They find a warehouse that has a bunch of strange anomalies occurring, like portals and low gravity and shit.
And children.
Yeah, there's kids there.
The scariest thing of all.
So then Jane Foster goes to a room that apparently nobody else went to, and she gets sucked in to wherever they keep the ether, and she absorbs it. And this awakens your boy Malekith and all of his dark elf boys, and Heimdall tells Thor he can't see Jane Foster. So Thor goes there. He's like, let me check on my girl, baby. And Jane comes to like 5 hours later and explodes when touched. Thor takes her to Asgard. Malekith sends his right-hand man to Asgard. Loki has a conversation with his mom. He He is a sad and conflicted boy. I was also confused as to if that was his real mom, or she was like casting a thing like he does, or if he was like imagining that. It was kind of hard to tell. Or I'm dumb.
Have confidence in yourself. You're not dumb. You're a very
Wow,
smart
thanks.
young man.
Wow, thanks. Thor explains that what happened to Jane was because of the convergence, which is when planets are aligned and all that bullshit. Jane meets Thor's mom. Dark elf guy turns into a big, strong boy and starts a jailbreak. Sif gives Jane a dirty-ass look. Heimdall takes down a spaceship with 2 daggers and a sword like a cool guy. How the fuck you doing that? Full-on invasion of Asgard from the Dark Elves ensues. Heimdall puts up a force field over the palace, but big strong boy breaks it. No problem. Why did it even go up? Enter Malekith. Frigga has Malekith on the ropes. She's a badass. Big strong boy stops her from dealing the finishing blow. He kills Frigga, leaving Thor and Odin very sad boys. Meanwhile, Eric Selvig.
Very sad boys watching their wife and mother die.
That's the ultimate sad boy. Meanwhile, Eric Selvig is in the loony bin, cracking the convergence and explaining it to Stan Lee. Thor and Odin duke it out verbally about how to handle the Dark Elves. Odin is angry and wants vengeance. Thor wants to use more strategy. They do the thing where they talk about the plan and they show it happening. You know, at the same time in a lot of heist movies. He gets the help of Loki, telling him that he'll kill him if he betrays him. Loki turns into Captain America for a bit, which is fun. Thor, Loki, and Jane take Malekith's ship from the palace with help from their friends and against Odin's wishes. They do some cool guy shit to get away with the help of Shazam Robin Hood. You know, Shazam Robin Hood? He's in there.
I didn't realize that was Zachary Levi at first.
That's his name. They enter the Dark World and Loki gets under Thor's skin. Thor wishes he could trust Loki. Darcy gets Eric out of the mental health facility. All the while, the darkness is consuming Jane. Loki betrays Thor, stabbing him and cutting off his squeezing arm, telling Malekith he just wants to see Asgard burn, baby.
Burn,
Malekith-
baby, burn.
Yep. Asgard Inferno.
Nice.
Malekith takes the ether from your girl, and Thor says, Loki now. It was an elaborate ruse, and Thor's fine. He summons Mjolnir and destroys the ether after it's removed from Jane, but it's not destroyed so easily, and is absorbed by Malekith, which is exactly what they didn't want. Whoa, no. The big strong boy is too strong for Thor and swats away Mjolnir like he's a big old strong boy, you know? Loki stabs him through the chest, but he bear hugs Loki, stabbing him in the process. Loki pulled the pin on his cool guy grenade, and it kills him. Just like that. Thor runs to his dying brother's side and tells him he will tell Odin of what he's done. Loki says he didn't do it for him, and he dies. Or does he? Jane knows of Malekith's plan to destroy Earth through a vision while the ether was being sucked out of her. Turns out the tunnel they happen to be in that very moment is where the convergence is, and they end up back on Earth. How convenient. Long story short, Stonehenge is a map. Malekith smashes into somewhere in England, and Thor and him duke it out. There's portals, there's romance, there's more fighting. They send Malekith back to the Dark World in pieces and crush him with his own ship. Odin is proud, but Thor would rather be a great man than a good king. Thor leaves to be with Jane. Odin wishes him well, but wait, that's not Odin at all.
Who is it?
It's Loki.
Oh,
You watched the movie, Rob?
I was trying to add like a little. Just continue. Just continue.
No, that's it. That's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
well done. That was Thor: The Dark World in 8 minutes.
Wow.
You kept calling him a big strong boy. I called him a pig strong boy because he looked like a pig.
Oh shit! Do you remember his name?
I called him Pig Boy. I think at one point I called him a fire pig because I thought he died by blowing himself up. I just kept calling him Pig Boy.
Yeah, I just went with big strong boy.
I'll also say I spelled ether wrong the entire time in my notes because I didn't realize in this they spelled it with an A at the beginning, and I just kept
same.
writing. Yeah.
Yeah, same.
I kept writing either. I was like, either what? I'm just letting this groove play because I enjoy it.
I like it too. It was good stuff.
Yeah.
Robbie made this.
I made a loop. This is actually a garage band loop.
Wow. A
Yeah.
garage band
Garage, yeah. A garage.
across the pond, which is where this movie takes place.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, Jane Foster no longer in, where's the first one? New Mexico.
Mexico, yeah.
And now they're in London?
Sure.
This movie's very memorable, obviously.
I mean, again, at the time that I took these notes, like the day I watched this movie, I was like, I like this better than the first one. But looking back, I think they're about the same.
I mean, that's the problem. I don't remember. You're right. I don't remember anything about either Thor right after I watched them. So,
Well,
like,
like-
I'm reading my notes and I'm going, oh, yeah, that happened. And I'm listening to you going, oh, that also happened. Oh, shit.
Like, I think the action in this movie is good.
It's not as dark.
No, it's not. In fact, I would say that this movie looks very good. It doesn't have that like
Yes.
washed out gray look that a lot of the MCU has. Like, this is a vibrant looking movie, and
Yeah.
I like that. Again, the action's great. Like the warp effect on those cool guy grenades, that was cool. I enjoyed it. I wasn't bored. Like, as I was watching it, I wasn't bored.
See, I'm totally different. I have a note here. My note is I took a break 43 minutes into this movie because I was like, all right, let's pause this here, take a 20-minute break, and come back to it.
See, I was invested. You know what the problem is with it is the villain is nothing. Like, he doesn't do anything. He doesn't say anything. He's
That's
talking
Christopher
in,
Eccleston.
yeah, he's talking in like gibberish the entire
Yeah.
time. He's like, "Duda imblo barata sota." And they're like, okay, all right, now I got to read what this boring guy's saying. Boring. The other problem is that there's no character shit because all the character shit was in the first one. Like, Thor's just a guy who has his shit together now.
Yeah.
And they don't give a shit about Natalie Portman. Like, they're like, she's sick, and she doesn't say a fucking word until she's well. And then she's bad. She's just like, I'm doing science. And they're doing science.
Yeah.
There's just, I don't know, like, the only character shit was Loki, because Loki's, again, he's a great character. He's always good.
Well, there was great Loki, but also they finally gave Frigga something to do,
Yeah, and then they killed her.
which is fine. I don't mind them killing her.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's important. Yeah.
they made her a character now. You know, her visiting Loki, her fighting Malekith.
Yeah. Even in like the opening scene when Loki walks in, what does he say to her? He's like, "Are you proud?" or something.
Yeah, are you proud of me, mother?
Yeah. And she's like, "Nah, dude."
Yeah, I mean, you could tell that Frigga loves Loki and Loki loves her.
Yeah.
You know, you see it during the movie when Thor tells Loki to remove the guys or whatever, and he reveals he's actually this broken down man
Yeah.
just sitting against the wall in his cell,
Mm-hmm.
mourning the death of his mother. So that, to me, was the best part of the movie, was that relationship between Loki and his mother.
Yeah. I think like Loki's whole thing is like he's like, I'm gonna do a bad thing. Then they'll pay attention, and then that shit backfires, and then he feels like shit about it. That's like his entire thing. So like in this, he was like, "Hey, the room to the left," to the big strong boy, and the big strong boy's like, "All right, I'm gonna go kill your mom."
Yeah.
And he kills his mom, and then he's like, "Oh fuck, I did this." It's like, yeah, dude, what did you think was gonna happen?
Well, that's also a great part of Loki's character arc throughout the MCU,
Right.
because he's seeing the negative consequences of his actions, and now he sees it affecting him.
Right.
So you're seeing him doing something that directly leads to his suffering.
Yeah.
And I'm not even talking about him losing a battle. he does something evil and gets beaten up by his brother or gets beaten by the Avengers. This is a situation where he loses his mom.
Right.
This is the one member of the family who was still coming to talk to him while he was locked up.
Exactly. So that was her. I'm just kind of a dumb guy.
Well, you're not dumb. What happens is she has the same powers that Loki does.
Right. She taught him her magic.
So while she's not actually physically there, she
Right.
is speaking to him.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not like it's a pre-recorded thing. She is physically there speaking to him, but I wonder if Odin had said you're not allowed to visit Loki or something like that.
Yeah. So she like sent an image.
Yeah.
And they use that a lot in the third Thor. Loki uses that a lot. So I kind of answered my own question, but I will say that like that part of the movie is good. It's just good. Odin is, I like how they kind of like, because Thor did his growing in the first movie,
Mhm.
like in this one, Odin is quick to be like, well, we'll kill him.
Yeah.
And Thor is like, nah, chill. It's not how this works. I like that.
Well, they show that Thor is ready to be king.
Yeah.
He just doesn't want to be king.
Right. Because he likes
Yeah.
natty ports.
And now we have Valkyrie as the leader of Asgard.
Yeah, now we do. Spoiler alert.
Well, I'm giving a little peek behind the curtain real quick. We're recording this around the time that the Thor Love and Thunder trailer came out.
Yeah.
So after watching that, I got super excited about Thor.
Yeah, same.
So I'm like a little more invested in what's going forward because we're so far away from this movie at this point. Thor: The Dark World, I didn't realize it. It's 9 years old at this point. That's crazy to think about.
This is before Age of Ultron.
Yeah, this is basically I think this was like maybe the first or second movie after the first Avengers.
Oh, wow.
Because the Avengers came out in 2012.
Yeah. After all the bad stuff we said, and right now, I mean, we've just been praising the good stuff, but like, I still don't really understand why this movie is getting like people like, this is the worst one.
Because it's so forgettable. That's really what it is.
Iron Man 2. That's a bad movie.
I'm going to be real. I saw it in theaters. Haven't seen it since.
I
We're
saw
going to
it
have
in
to do the
theaters.
Iron Man movies.
We will. But I remember in theaters, I was like, that sucked. And then I watched it again to give it another chance not too long ago. And I was like, nah, it's still bad. It's just like a commercial for, they're like, see, guess what's coming up next? It's like, guys, I want a movie. Especially because the first Iron Man's so good. Like this, Thor 1 was just like, meh. And this is like, meh. Maybe a little better, in my opinion. I don't know.
I don't know. I can't say it's better. It just, they're both very forgettable movies to me. There are parts like we're both talking, like you said, we're talking about the positive things in this movie. I enjoyed when Natalie Portman, Jane Foster's thing, starts going off when she first gets back with Darcy and Dr. Selvig. And she goes, oh, it must be malfunctioning. And Darcy goes, that's what I said. And so she bangs it on the table and she goes, that's what I did.
Yeah. Yeah, they gave Darcy a little more to do in this one.
Yeah, but she was so mean.
Yeah.
Like, that was so fucked up. She was so mean to the intern where it was like, this isn't endearing.
Yeah, but then they made out.
Yeah, but that was weird. You can't be mean to someone the whole movie and then just pull them in and start kissing them because they saved you.
Yeah, but he saved her by flipping a fucking car.
Yeah, that's fine.
I would have
You
kissed
don't-
him.
Oh, all right. I mean,
I
would
would
you
kiss
have
him before he flipped the car.
Would you have refused to say his name before that?
No, I'm not. I mean, she was just on a power trip because she had an intern and she was the intern before. It was just all for comedy, you know?
Yeah, but don't you think she still has that power trip?
I don't know. Maybe she'll bring that power trip to the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, girl. Let me tell you. Okay, here I just flipped the page in my notes, and here's all the stuff I didn't like. The villain we already covered. He's nothing. He's just like, I'm evil. Like, all right.
I'm a bad guy because I want to be a bad guy.
Yeah, it's like, hey, what's your motivation? He's like, I want that ether. He's like, why? He's like, so I'll become a big metal guy. Why do you want that? Because I'm a bad guy. Okay, cool, good. It's good stuff.
I want to kill. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
I just want to kill.
Cool. Also, the big strong boy. he fucking swatted Mjolnir away.
Yeah,
This dude's like
he's a big, strong boy. The
one of
big, strong
strongest-
boy.
Yeah, one of the strongest dudes in the fucking universe.
Well, now he's dead.
Now he's dead because he pulled a pin on a fucking warpy grenade.
His guy looked at him. Malekith looked at him and went, "You're the last of the curse." And the guy's like, "All right, you're gonna stab me with that thing that's gonna turn me into a monster."
Yeah. Also,
And he just took it. He was like, "All right."
yeah, and he was still like following orders. Like, I'd be like, I'm in charge now, dude. I could crush your head like a fucking grape.
Look at the power you've just given me.
Yeah.
You've
Also-
done this.
Malekith, why don't you just do that to yourself? You'd be unstoppable.
But then he'd be ugly.
Mm.
I guess
He's ugly.
technically, once he gets the ether, he thinks he's going to be unstoppable, and he doesn't have to look like a big pig man.
Yeah, but
Malekith Pigman.
Thor was like handling him even after he absorbed the ether, and he could not handle the pig strong boy.
It's true.
So I feel like maybe Malekith overestimated the ether and its powers.
I didn't think of that. That's actually a major plot hole.
Yeah. You got an ice cream truck out there?
Well, you hear that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yo, grab me a cone.
Fuck you.
Okay.
So if you're listening, just ignore the ice cream truck in the back.
I didn't like that they kind of showed Loki like immediately after he died, quote. They like show him fucking around.
Yeah.
Like save that for the very end. It would have been a great twist. But they like gave away the cool twist. Like if I didn't see any of the movies after this and I saw that movie and they didn't show him fucking around and they just show him as Odin at the end, it'd be like, oh shit. But they fucking, I don't know why they would hint that. I don't know.
I don't know. I think it was probably because they didn't want people to be sad for the whole movie. I don't know.
Maybe just like stick with it. I don't know. Also, his death scene was good. Like
that's fair.
everybody in these movies is good.
Oh, the acting's fine.
Yeah.
The acting's good. It's the plot, the story. It's just boring.
Yeah. I mean, after reading all that, like again, as I was watching, it wasn't boring. There are a lot of forgettable characters. Like I still don't know the names of his squad. I know Robin Hood.
There's Volstagg.
Which one's that?
I think that's the guy with the big red beard.
Okay.
Um,
Sif. I know Sif.
Yeah, I know Sif. It's Sif and the Warriors 3. Volstagg.
Robin Hood guy.
I have no
What's that
idea.
last guy's name? I forget his name.
Well, the other guy's not Robin Hood guy, so
No, I'm pretty sure that's his name. That's like an old Norse name is Robin Hood guy.
Robin Hood guy.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go with it. Sure.
I don't know. Like they're forgettable, even though they're in a lot. But I'm just like, I don't care. They're just like, we're fiercely loyal. Okay, cool.
Yeah, exactly. That's all they are. We're going to do anything for Thor, even if it risks getting banned from Asgard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
I did like how every single one of them said to Loki, if you betray him, I'll kill you.
Yes. And then he was like, there will be a line.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. That was cool. Well, again, like every scene with Loki in it is like, oh shit, it was good. It was good. And originally I read that Loki was not going to be in Thor: The Dark World. And
Really?
yeah. And the studio was like, people really like him after the Avengers, so let's fucking get him in there. And if Loki was not in this movie, then you got a bad movie.
Yeah. You would have literally nothing
Yeah.
because you wouldn't have the relationship between him and his mother.
Yeah. You'd have Thor fighting a big mean boy.
You know what was a scene that was weird? When Loki and Thor were in the plane with Jane Foster,
Yeah.
and the animation of like watching them fly while they're like talking and they're trying to show you the inside of the plane, and it looked like this weird, almost old video game.
Yeah.
I don't know, that animation was really weird.
Yeah. There are some green screen moments in this that are like, ooh.
But it wasn't even like a green screen moment. It felt like they were trying to do too much.
Yeah. Yeah. There
But
was
it's
like a disconnect between what they were doing in there and what the ship was doing.
Just show them talking in the ship.
Yeah.
I know that the ship is flying. I know that it's under attack. Just show them flying in the just show them talking in the ship. I also laughed my ass off when during the fight between Thor and Malekith, Mallyboy, they fall and they hit like the roof of a thing and then slide down it Homer Simpson style.
Yeah. I like that. I like the final fight. I thought was cool.
Yeah.
Like they're going through portals and shit. Like that was cool. And then he's like summoning Mjolnir. It's like going like across streets and shit. It's like following roads. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that was cool. He keeps reaching for it and he just can't grab it as he's
Yeah.
flying around.
I like that. Again, I don't
Am I turning around on Thor the Dark World?
That's what I'm saying. It's not that bad.
Am I
It's
turning
even
a corner on
bad.
this? You know what else I will always get hard for?
Boobies.
Well, yeah.
Ooh.
When a big rock man shows up and Thor just takes his hammer and destroys him.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it's great. And then he's like, anyone else? And they're like, oh, I guess we surrender. Fuck.
Like, he just broke that big rock boy.
I like it.
Of course, we got the shirtless Chris Hemsworth scene, which I think was obligatory for a while.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta. Ladies are going wild.
The ladies, I'm harder than Dark Souls over here.
Oh shit. It's good.
When they're throwing the stuff into the portal lever, does the kid throw a fucking brick?
What kid?
One of the kids, when they're just like, it's Jane
Oh,
Foster.
yeah, that portal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
I was like, I hope no one's back there.
Oh, that was another bad thing was like when they're in the dark world and Loki just died and Malekith just escaped. They're like, oh, how are we gonna get out of here? And then like they're like, oh, like this. It's right here. It's where we are right now.
Thank God.
Okay.
Thank God we're the main characters of a movie.
Yeah. That is
Is that also
contrivance.
where she gets the phone call?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, thank God I have service here.
Yeah. Wow. We were lost for less than a minute. Pretty cool. Fuck out of here.
Oh. No, chill out over there, man.
I'll chill out when I'm dead.
Okay. Thor totally breaks a dude's fucking neck in this movie, by the way.
When?
It's right before, it's like during the prison breakout, someone yells, it's like they resent being in prison, which is a great line. And then Thor breaks a dude's fucking neck.
Really? That's
Unless I
cool.
saw that wrong, but it looks like he just walks up to a guy and crick.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, Thor
And he
is
diggity
Thor fucking
dies.
murders all the time.
Yeah.
And that's cool.
I thought it was very Star Wars-ish, how the guys fly into Asgard,
Yeah.
like all the bad guys. I thought it looked very Star Wars-ish. Pretty cool.
I mean,
Just reminded me of Star Wars.
here's something that might upset people. I have only seen a little bit of Star Wars many years ago, and I thought it was all right. We will be covering them. I would imagine they're huge,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, it's a pretty big
Not a-
franchise.
yeah, not a Star Wars guy, turns out. But maybe I'll change when we watch them.
Yeah. And then you'll regain your virginity.
I have always had my virginity, Robbie.
Oh. Lucky you, you'll get into heaven.
So is that it? You good? You good
Yeah,
on that?
That's really all I have to say. Nothing much on Thor the Dark World.
So would you say good, not great? Or would you say bad?
I'd say not good. I wouldn't say bad. I'll say not good.
Okay. I would say I forgot what I gave Thor.
I like this scale more than 1 through 10. I'd say not good.
Okay. I'm going to say good, not great. I would watch this again.
I would not.
Well, I would.
Well, I wouldn't. And I win.
Well, I would. What if we did that for the rest of the podcast?
We don't even play the songs later. We just do that. And then just
Like-
hit the closing music.
It's like 4 hours. It's the longest podcast they've done. But man, did they not do a fucking thing.
They described Thor the Dark World and then fought.
Yeah.
They cried a little bit. There was a lot of crying.
And it's also the last episode because we had a falling out over it.
Want to do some trivia?
Yeah, I've got some trivia right here.
Oh, go for it. I'll let you ask the first one.
Okay. Who directed the mid-credit scene?
Is it Benicio del Toro?
No.
Who?
James Gunn.
Okay.
Because
That makes sense.
It's Guardians.
That is true. That was another question I had. Was that supposed to be setting him up to be like the Collector to be a bigger part of the MCU?
Probably.
Because he's like, oh, good. Like he seems to be collecting the Infinity Stones.
Well, then because they go to him in Guardians to get the Power Stone.
Yeah. But then like, he's just, okay, I'm just going to have a couple of cameos now.
And then Thanos goes to him for the Reality Stone, I think.
Okay. That's fair.
So like, yeah, I mean, he's the Collector. He's just collecting shit, and he collects like all that shit. And I mean, in the comics, he's kind of a big deal sometimes, but like, it's kind of like all the mid credit and post credit scenes. It's like it's setting something up that they resolve immediately.
You're right. They do that a lot, or they just don't, or it's a joke.
Yeah, James Gunn directed that, and that's cool.
Okay. Ready for the first trivia question? Well, I guess second, but my first trivia question.
Yeah.
According to Odin, what is the difference between him and Malekith?
Let me do a quick Google search. You have any multiple choice, or I just got to
don't.
guess?
You have to guess because it's something Odin says specifically, and the minute I say it, you'll go, "Oh, that's that one." The difference between Odin and Malekith, according to Odin.
Malekith has both of his eyeballs.
No, that's not what he says, although that
Shit.
is correct. The difference, according to Odin, is Odin will win.
Ah, shit, I did remember that.
Yeah, well, you didn't say it, so
When you said it.
That's why
I remembered.
Yeah, that's why I was like, if I did a multiple choice, you'd go, oh.
Yeah. Okay. We all know Captain America is worthy to wield Mjolnir. What other characters are worthy?
There's a bunch.
Name them.
Oh, okay. Does the horse-faced guy count?
Sure.
He's not in the movies yet.
Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah, there we go.
There is
Bill.
some illusions to him.
Yeah, they have his
Ragnarok.
face. Yeah.
Ragnarok, yeah.
But Jane Foster.
Yep.
Black Panther, maybe? I don't know. I can't name all of them.
To be honest, neither could I. I don't know why. Honestly,
Wow.
I wrote this trivia like right after I watched the movie, and usually I put the answer, but I didn't put the answer for the first two questions. So I was like, all right.
Fucking sick.
I know Spider-Man is worthy on every level, except he is not willing to murder, and Mjolnir thinks that sometimes murder is necessary, so it deems him unworthy.
Interesting. I would agree with Mjolnir.
Yeah, I agree. If we're doing any crossovers, Superman was also worthy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
At one point in the movie, Darcy is making phone calls. There are 3 people she says won't answer. Jane, Eric, and who else? Would you like multiple choice question? Multiple choice. I'm thinking of multiple choice because I typically don't write them. So I'm trying to think as I talk, and I can't walk and chew bubble gum.
Okay. If you would be so kind, yes, I would like that.
Okay. Is it? This is going to be a very easy one once I give you the multiple choice options, but is it
Sick.
the police, the FBI, SHIELD, or SWORD?
I'm gonna go Shield.
Yes.
Wow. All on my own.
When Darcy is asked, who is SHIELD? What does she reply? I'm giving a follow-up now.
It's a long story.
Close. It's a secret.
It's a secret.
Her intern Ian asks, who's SHIELD? And she says, it's a secret.
Shit. Well, what is the name of the type of rock creature that Thor kills in the beginning of the movie? Is it A, snagglebeast, B, a Kree, C, a Cronin, or D, a parademon?
Cronin?
Yes. He's done it. He's done it. Oh my God. He is flexing and his shirt just ripped open. This dude's shredded.
I wrote at one point, sorry, I'm just looking at my notes through the trivia. And at one point I wrote, they fly through a mountain nussy, otherwise known as a cave.
A mountain Ossie.
Otherwise known as a cave.
That'll do it for this podcast.
When bailing Dr. Selvig out of jail, what relationship does the intern claim to have with Dr. Selvig? Is it? Oh,
Okay.
Go ahead. You want to take a guess?
I was going to say, repeat the question.
When bailing Dr. Selvig out of jail, what relationship does the intern claim to have with Dr. Selvig? Is it father-son, co-workers, grandson, grandfather, nephew, uncle?
Nephew, uncle?
It is father-son.
That's what I said.
Oh, shit. I have bad hearing. I'm sorry.
Nah, that's cool.
That's on me. That's on me.
What is the term Darcy uses to describe Dr. Selvig in the beginning of the movie? Is it A, Nutter Butters, B, banana balls, C, snickerdoodles, or D, fucking insane?
What were the first two options?
Nutter Butters and banana balls.
Nutter Butters.
It's banana balls.
I'm still flexing, but this time it's out of anger.
Right. And you already ripped your shirt. So.
Yeah. So now I'm ripping my skin.
Oh, God. Sweet Lord.
Yeah.
Turn
my
it, please
skin
turn
is-
your camera off.
My skin is peeling from the
For the
muscles.
love of God, turn your
Yeah.
camera off.
Yeah. I am in agony.
Mm.
In the apartment, Dr. Selvig lists 3 civilizations: the Mayans, the Chinese, and who else? Is it the Incans, the Aztecs, the Egyptians, or the Mediterraneans?
I'm going to go Egyptians.
You are correct. And I said Mediterraneans because I couldn't think of one on the spot. And I should have just said Greeks or Romans, but instead I went Mediterraneans like an
there's-
asshole.
There's plenty of cultures over there. It could be any of them.
Yeah, but no one just refers to them as the Mediterraneans.
That's correct. Unless they're talking about food.
That's true.
Who was the original director set to direct this movie?
Oh, it was our buddy, Kenny Braggs.
You know what? I guess that's technically correct.
The best kind of correct.
My answer is Patty Jenkins of Wonder Woman, who directed Wonder Woman. And it was actually a big hullabaloo because Natty Ports was all like, hell yeah, female empowerment. Let's get Patty Jenkins in here. And then there were creative differences and they dropped Patty Jenkins. And then Natalie Portman was like, well, then fuck you. And that's why she's not in the third Thor movie.
Oh, interesting.
No.
But she's back.
Money, baby.
I mean, it's probably a good story too.
Oh, yeah. Well, so was Thor 3.
Yeah. Let's take a Waititi. It was good shit.
Yeah. He's doing the 4th one too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah, brother.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
On the train, how many stops is it to Greenwich?
Jesus Christ.
1, 2, 3, or 4?
2.
3.
Shit in my ass.
Oh my God. At least it hasn't come out of the ass yet.
I want you to hold my butt open and shit into my
boy.
ass.
Oh boy. Let's do this.
Here we go. We're recording it. In Norse mythology, who is Thor's wife?
Oh, I have no idea.
Sif.
Oh, okay.
That's why she gave Natty Ports a dirty look.
She's like, I don't like you.
You said, hey, in Norse mythology, that's my husband. That's what she said. You remember that?
I don't, but I'll
Hmm.
take your word for it because apparently my memory's not good.
Maybe turn the volume up next time, Rob. Oh, that's a mad guy.
Anger. Anger is
Yeah.
how I feel. All right, I have one more, and this is kind of a stupid one.
Okay.
Okay. Thor's mom was once a low-ranking member of the Asgardian military. What was her ranking?
She was low ranking.
Yep.
I don't really know ranks. Was she a cadet?
She was a brigadier general. It's a play on a brigadier general.
I'm upset.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I have one more.
I'm gonna edit in laughter.
Yeah, like a laugh track.
Yeah, like uproarious laughter.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
great.
Like there's gonna be a pause for laughs.
I look forward to it. That sounds hilarious. Who was originally cast as Malekith but dropped out?
I have no idea.
You want multiple choice?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it A? I gotta make it up. Is it A, Benedict Cumberbatch? B, Mads Mikkelsen? C, John Travolta? Or D, all of the above?
Oh shit! It could be all of the above. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
Mads. Mads
Yeah,
Mikkelsen.
you are correct. Here's a follow-up though.
Oh shit!
What MCU did he actually appear in? MCU movie, I should say.
He was in Doctor Strange.
Ah, shit.
He was
Yeah,
the
he
bad
got
guy.
it.
He was like, I'm a bad guy.
Yeah, he was like, I'd like to, summon this lord who's gonna kill everyone, including me.
Boy.
That doesn't really make any sense. Great movie though. I really enjoyed Doctor
Yeah.
Strange a lot.
We'll do that one day too. We'll release
Yeah.
the MCU rock operas.
Yeah.
Want to get into these songs?
Nope.
Okay. How about now?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. All right, I'm gonna flip this pick. You want heads or tails?
I want tails, baby.
You want tail skis. It's heads.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'll
I
go
don't know.
first.
I don't know if this will affect your decision. Mine is straight up an acoustic ballad.
All right, let's do yours first.
Okay.
That does affect my decision. That does. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Okay. It is about Loki and just his whole deal, and yeah, that's it. I'll explain more after.
All right, what's it called?
Oh, it is called I'll Show You.
Awesome. And please, if you're listening, thank you for listening, but send us some feedback at roydsrevue@gmail.com. ROYDSREVUE@gmail.com.
Everywhere I go, there's war, ruin, and death. Maybe I can't help it, because with every breath, someone is telling me I'll never be enough, never be as wise, never be as tough, but one day I'll show you. Yeah, one day I'll show you. Maybe I'll get me some cool revenge. Maybe it'll make me feel good in the end. And one day I'll show you. one day I'll show you. When everyone else has given up on me. You went out of your way to try and save me. I have no dad and I have no mother. Not anymore, not anymore. But what I have is a pretty cool brother. He's pretty cool to me. And one day I'll show you. Yeah, one day I'll show you.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
I'm always crying.
You need help.
Yeah.
No, that was really good. I really like the guitar in that.
Oh, thank you.
I like that riff.
Thank you. It was funny because what song, especially in the verse, what song do you think I was kind of thinking of?
I have no idea.
What if I told you it was The One by The Who?
I could hear that.
Yeah, a little bit, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But
It's I'm One, by the way. Just wanna
that's
throw that
I'm
out
sorry.
there.
I'm
Sorry, I'm gonna be a snob because I don't feel like getting tweets.
Well,
Because there's gonna be someone who listens.
No, I'm talking about The One. They wrote a song about Neo in the Matrix.
Oh
I don't know
shit.
I mean, only real fans know that. So.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah, I mean, I was pressed for time, as you know. I came up last weekend, and so usually weekends is when I record, but I had off for spring break. Woo! Showing my boobies. And
Yeah, I wish you weren't doing that the whole time you were here.
it's my thing. It's my thing. But like, I was like, I'll just get this done real quick. And turns out harmonies take quite a long time for me. So this probably took double the amount of time it normally would. So
I'll be honest, they take a while for me too. That's why I usually don't waste my time on these because I'm like, if I have the time, I'll try it. But
yeah. But I did it in like fucking like 4 hours just sitting here fucking going away at it. But yeah, it's pretty much Loki's whole deal is one day you'll see, I'll show you all. And it's like, all right, you're sad boy.
he's very sad.
Yeah. And also in the bridge, when I say I have no dad and I have no mother, not anymore, I'm pretty sure now that I listen to it, the harmony, I'm saying brother, which just know I meant to say mother.
Yeah, you're fine.
No, Robbie. I can't.
No one would have
fix
even
it.
noticed.
It's too late.
You can fix it.
Yeah, you're right. Probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was, afterward, because it was kind of a throwaway song for me. I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, and then after I recorded, I was like, I showed it to Alexis, and she was like, that was pretty beautiful. I was like, wow, thanks.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I appreciate that. But yeah, that's my song. I'll show you. And also, I'll show you.
Oh shit! Here he goes.
One day I'll fucking show you.
Oh no! He's angry. Angry
Yeah.
Andy.
Angry Andy, that's me. But yeah, that's it. And thank you.
I don't know. That was really good, really beautiful. My song couldn't be farther from that. If I'm going to be totally honest, my song, as you know, I was short on time as well. I just couldn't think of anything for this movie. And a lot of times when I start to write, I need to get into that flow. And this took me a while to get into that flow. And this is a song. You're going to realize how short on ideas I was when it opens up with a fucking drum part, because I was like, I can't think of anything. And I want to have this song be over 2 minutes long. So it's just a drum beat. No, here, this song is called That Hammer.
All right.
You know, it's been so long. I didn't know if I'd ever see you again. I'm just happy you're back, but I would really like an explanation, you know? I missed you. You came back, didn't think you would. As excuses go, that's pretty good. In New York, I saw you on TV, and you told your dad about me. Having fun, went on a date. The problem with bad illness is that you find a trait. Now you're here, you stopped the rain, and all the frost giants have been slain. And now the ether is in me. I'd rather let it be you. Oh, show me what that hammer do. Yeah, I'll swing that hammer, baby. Take me back to Asgard, honey. Thought you fell off a cliff. Should I be worried about if another threat under attack? In your armor, you know that you're a snack. How about an R-rated scene? You could treat me the way I treated my machine. I'm so happy you returned. Is Darcy Clintoning an intern? And now the ether is in me. I'd rather let it be you. Oh, show me what that hammer do. Yeah, treat me like a nail. Oh, show me what that hammer do. Oh, show me what that hammer do. That was my song.
Yeah, that was really good. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Thanks.
I like it a lot.
That was from Jane's perspective, and how she just wants to get fucked.
Yeah, yeah, she does. Like, I mean, in the first one, she was all like you. I think you called it "fuck me eyes."
Yeah.
In this one, same deal. She's all about it.
Yeah. She's
Trying
like,
to catch
come
some
on,
of that hammer, like you said.
just take me. Swing that hammer, baby.
Show me what that hammer do. Treat me like a nail. I like that. That's good. I'm gonna say that to my wife.
Oh boy. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
We're into
Are
pegging.
you a Pegasus? You know what I found out? That was just the thing's name. There's no such thing as a Pegasus. Pegasus was just the name of the winged horse.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Found that out on a Greek podcast I was listening to the other day, a Greek myth podcast.
Huh.
Yeah. I listen to fun podcasts, obviously.
Mm.
Real quick, thank you so much for listening. If you want to send us some feedback, send us an email at roydsrevue@gmail.com. That's ROYDSREVUE@gmail.com.
You could also find our music on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your music, by searching The Royds. That's ROYDS. We have 2 albums and a Christmas song. Hope you like it. I mean, anything else you want to say about that?
No, it's just going to end on some dead air. Andy, where can they find you on the socials?
They can't.
Shit. All right. Andy's gone. He's off the grid.
It's Andy Jefferis, Jefferes, at on Instagram. Sorry. And that's it, pretty much. That's all I'm on. Oh, and our music though, the Royds, right?
There you go.
That's our band. We're
Yeah,
at,
we don't just do podcasts.
the _Royds, ROYDS. on Instagram and search The Royds on Spotify and wherever you get your music. And some cool guy shit will come. We got 2 albums. They're hot fire.
And a Christmas song.
And a Christmas song.
People love Christmas music,
Yes, they do.
especially in July, which it is right now. That's when this is coming out.
Yeah.
Okay, Christmas break, so you don't hear it. If you have any feedback for the podcast, send us an email at roydsrevue@gmail.com. That's roydsrevue@gmail.com.
Hold up, Robbie. Where can they find you?
Oh shit. You can find me at Robert Corridor on Instagram. You can also find me at Robert Corridor on Twitter. Maybe that's my name on Twitter. Rob Hall, ROBBHALL. It's all about the symmetry.
Nice.
Yeah. But that was Thor: The Dark World.
What are we doing next week?
Oh shit, what are we doing next week? We're doing Thor Ragnarok. Heck yeah, brother. Ooh, girl. I'm just gonna record a cover of the Immigrant Song.
Oh boy.